Nipa mabako nyina, why is Afenyo Markin, especially with this woman, or is so focused and trying to discredit and disrespect the woman? I just say, Onyaya Kobekuma Ameno. Abra case in court to threaten him. On Sena Afenyo Markin Eka Deborah B. Asam said, oh, he's apologizing for the inconvenience that happened at Abrante Number School. Afenyo Markin, he sent this lady, her name is Deborah, and these two criminals, calling themselves national security, they went to Nkwarani school to forcefully go and kidnap the kids. Wait, Abroche Bechenasem or your accomplice or Nim. And the Parliament Evertiomo Ediomako Supreme Court. One of the judges, the dean at the year Hafisata Amele Buba or ye Justice President Mahama and nominee so Parliament in Vertino. Omo vetini wia na omo toto na no mu se sebiu odi fatase also called Supreme Court yemfa called Supreme Court na ende no during the vetino in Sembebre see they see and say so many people were asking questions. Adentina a minority leader Kasongo 99 the content creator Afenyo Markin show a lot of disrespect, a lot of anger. Say ushe the ekoso ende vetina sia judges bebre abesene call ya vetiomo, but you could see say this lady or this woman during her vetino there was something off about Afenyo Markin. It looked more personal than being professional. It looked like say Afenyo Markin nema ameno was some personal field dibia. He doesn't want to talk about it, but bibi woni tima why na you say or pese oguma minenima say or was some personal issue with the woman. He doesn't want this woman to do well in life. Now, Yenima Afenyo Markin and the way he fools himself all the time. Every opportunity he gets, when he sees cameras, he sees bloggers. Every time he sees Nipa Sheribia, Jiminy Dear, how he does it. But I said today, no, it was extreme. I said today, no, he didn't even want to show the lady respect. So far, with all due respect to all the judges, this woman stood out as the most smartest. With all due respect, all the judges are very smart. They have proven, say, you're good judges for Ghana. But from what I listened to today, and the deliberate attempt by Afenyo Markin to try and discredit this woman, at a point, he wanted to make sure that this woman's security, he breached the security of this woman for Obia or person attack woman because he went all the way to let the woman even tell us Edaya or Timni baby ote na dress baby ote. You could see say it was full of diabolic agenda. Now Afenyo Markin Obia they be with Jimmy, it's fine because of his nature, because of the way he does things, because of the way sometimes Oyenyo maybe to say we did 14 years. And I'll give credit to the board, the chairman of the committee that sat down, and he actually put him in his place today. And we also saw the intelligent way the chairman handled this content creator, a friend Afenyo Markin. But I want us to pay attention to something, and I'm going to decode something. Me decode that you understand Afenyo Markin's behavior today in Parliament. Now, the reaction of Afenyo Markin in front of this lady. Say, what is really going on? Why is he being so personal? At a point, to me, Campo say, oh, you want this lady to be passed to the Supreme Court. You could see, say, he didn't want to show the woman respect. You could see, say, it was deliberate. It was say, why is Afenyo Markin, especially with this woman, or is so focused and trying to discredit and disrespect the woman? I just say, now, let's go listen to a few of the comments from Afenyo Markin and some of the questions he asked. This is the content creator, Kasongo 99.
Would be the accompanying risk of allowing a certain president to set the punishment for non-declaration of assets, particularly in the absence of an independent investigation or an independent body constituted for that purpose. What do you think are the constitutional risks?
Honorable Minority Leader, is it not the same question that you are coming back to ask? same question has been asked and answers provided. So for me, it is the same question that you are rephrasing. So the answer, we ask another question, please.
Chairman, if you want to find a way to stop this vetting, I will yield to you. Stop what you are doing. The whole country is watching you. Stop what you are doing. Stop what you are doing. If you want us to fold up, I'm not here to debate with you. I'll fold, discharge her, let us go. If that's what you want to achieve, I've seen it all. This drama, but whatever precedent, if not 4 years, 12 years, 20 years, it will come back and haunt this house. No problem. If you are strategically planning that a Supreme Court nominee should not go through this thing, so be it. But this question is not out of order. I am putting a question. Please pay attention to my question. Pay attention to my question. Pay attention to the question I'm asking. I'm not asking the same question. I've done research. I've worked overnight. I left this parliament, my office, at 12 a.m. Go back here at 6. I know what I am asking. I'm not saying the same thing. For the avoidance of doubt, I repeat my question. What are
Honorable, I have a short response.
Please respond.
The public is not only watching me, it's watching all of us. And the jury will be out there. I cannot be intimidated by you. I'm a man with indomitable spirit. I feel rude that a question has been asked. The nominee will not answer this question again. Pose another question.
Honorable nominee.
So you ask yourself, what will make you so pissed off? So Utieni Kasema, he said he has worked overnight. He has done his research. It means this vetting is important to him. Into the whole night, Krawanda, and why any research. So he came fully loaded. Why is he so interested in this woman's vetting? Why is Afenyo Markin so interested? At a point, he said that if you want me to fold, I will fold and we will discharge her. You can hear it in his tone. There's no respect for the lady. Personally, he didn't want to show the woman any respect to say, Mami Way has been nominated. She's resolute, composed, respectfully answering every question. You could see, said there was something in there, Afenyo Markin. It was eating him up. Because he had stayed up overnight. He had done his research. He has worked hard. He came here to do something. And that whatever he was trying to do, the woman was too intelligent for him. So now he got frustrated. And out of his anger, frustration, stupidity, and ignorance, you could see he exhibited his kasongoness. So you ask yourself, why is he so pissed off? And you can also take your time and watch some of the videos.
Honorable Minority Leader, is it not the same question that asks a follow-up question? In all the vetting that we've carried out, the record can bear me out. So if the Majority Leader wants a follow-up question, I think it is in good faith that we ask him to do a follow-up question. Please, Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Well, this being the first time I'm speaking, let me join colleagues to congratulate my 1 year.
Mr. Chairman, let's be careful what we are doing. It's not good for democracy. If it's a follow-up, let me congratulate my 1 year. If it's a follow-up, you should go straight to the chairman. Don't be doing these things. So it may be politically convenient for you, but tomorrow it will hit us as a parliament.
I can just understand the Minority Leader this afternoon. Because if the person going to ask the follow-up question is now talking to the nominee for the first time, what is wrong?
But he would have the opportunity to ask his own substantive questions. So he's already indicated to the deputy chair that he will take his turn after me. Please, let us not set a bad precedent. This is not the first time we are doing vetting. Let's stop this. You are the majority. You may not want to delve deeper. Allow us to do our work. What is happening is not good, Mr. Chairman. When we talk, it's like we are sharing your power. Let's stop it. It's not good for the country. It's not good for our image as Parliament. And I protest. He says he's going to have his turn.
Honourable members, I do not think any rules of the House has been flouted. So I'll proceed to give the floor to the Majority Leader. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Let me join some colleagues to congratulate my 1 year senior at the bar on your nomination.
So you ask yourself, somebody is just congratulating the lady for even being nominated. If it's a follow-up question or it's a substantive question, is it wrong for somebody to say, this lady used to be my senior and I would like to just congratulate her, join my colleagues to congratulate? When Ayaga was speaking, he said, let me join my colleagues, meaning left and right, MPP, NDC, for Maka say congratulations to her. No, he's joining his colleagues to say congratulations. Why do you think Kasongo would jump? Ask yourself. There's a reason. And I'm going to let you know why he was doing this today. I'm going to prove to you why it was very necessary, say, to Abatia MPP. And why people like Afenyo Markin, they have to be treated like criminals in Ghana. What Afenyo Markin was doing there, it was pure hatred towards the woman. Do you know why? Let me take you back. Me, you know, you understand. Do you remember me expose biwaha about Afenyo Markin? Afenyo Markin took somebody's wife. And her friend is Selina. And I saw Selina no ninuya bema your friend JJ. Do you remember? Eden a koto Obana Afenyo Markin dino or Jenny free bema bihono. Ne bakitwa na wedi be 4 years enum. Do you remember? Sa semono Selina, because no date Afenyo Markin na yes Selina lawyer. Mokai say Selina time or call court ka say opese nkwara ni mienu ye de nkwara ni mienu ema no bema na ye ne ex-husband bema no be find it out say Afenyo Markin ni Selina da na even Selina nua bema na efeni JJ eden bema ahihye ne manum de court no. Do you know say sa case no eno na ama Afenyo Markin ni buofu? Do you know? That is why Afenyo Markin hates this woman. Now, mame fa unko back na mincho bibi. Time Afenyo Markin started say oni Selina na waware eda. Selina na owo emma mienu, 2 young girls. Time na oni Afenyo Markin eda. Enunti emma Selina ne kunu aware ne say ye. Sa asem no ekopie court. Now, do you know, say, asem no ekopie court no? Judge na oti asem no so. Na ye friend Judge Hafisata Amalebuba. Na ye judge we. Ono na oti sa case no so. Now, case ni kopie court no edi ni siye. And I'm going to take you back. Do you remember I played an audio? Abrantia ne ba free ne money free Selina hobaye. Because at the kudienti ma enkwara to make abrantia nsa temporarily no was because omoko court no. Madam Hafisa, Justice Hafisa eka say obane ne bema no omun share enkwara friend shared custody. Inti ema enkwara no so free Selina eho ebedio omo papa nsa. It was that moment ena bema ni behu say Selina na oyen ex-wife no ni nua bema fe ni JJ oni omote no na ode ne bema ehhehye nkwara ne num ne mane ba no hu sana ne mane yare. I played an audio of the girls speaking to their father and explaining to their father what Selina's brother JJ was doing to them. And sana or before mo, this was what the kids told their dad. Do you remember?
Water into the sausage rubber thing, and then she let us drink it.
Who?
Mommy and Noah.
Which AC?
The white one in our room.
What happened? What?
Let me show you.
No, you talk. What happened?
That smell is the same thing as mommy said. It's the same thing.
What? Angie, you said what happened? I mean, I've heard what Iraja is saying, but you're saying
so
what?
mommy, there was an AC in Nungwa.
Okay.
When the water, the AC was dripping water.
Mm-hmm.
She was using a basket to make it full, so that she scoops it in a cup, so that when we drink it, it will make us sick, and then we'll get a cold. We'll catch a cold. And the sausage rubber. Sausage rubber.
Oh, you mean sachet rubber?
Sachet.
No, so what were you doing with the water from the...
We are drinking it.
She gave it to you to drink?
Yeah, we thought it was just fresh water, but instead of fresh water, it tasted like what do you call it? Dust.
And she made you drink it?
Yeah, like sand.
I see.
And I was coughing until I sneezed and sneezed. Ooh, that's me too. I only cough.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Well, I'm thirsty right now. This is the last one.
Now, this is the audio. Yenya free Eya Abrantian. Remember, there was another audio of the kids telling their dad, say Eya JJ Edine Bema etu omunum. Do you remember? I can get you that audio. Now, enkorano papa ne kofa omo no. Ena omo papa ne hu say enkorano changes bia ba omo brabom. Omo ne gina ope no person de omo saka ne bema. Oha na asa akra no omni nimba e ba ku di agora enti papa no hu say no changes bia ba nkora nim eho na o started say obusa nkora no. I will get that audio and play the one where the kids were telling him say JJ Eden Bema esha omunum. Mr. Pim says get me the audio. Enti papa nika say no, I have to see medical advice, psychological advice. Enti eho na papa ne started say ode nkora no echo hospital. I wanted to give you a background to what I'm about to tell you today. Remember, inti assembly baye no, Selina na ne lawyer ne Afenyo Markin. No ne da. Selina ne nua bema ne JJ, on de ne koti etoto nkwara de num. Inti obuko court no, na judge or case ni so, your friend no Judge Hafisa Ameloba, this woman. Now, Sama Miwe, or one of the most vibrant over a year, what we call a year divorce and marital court, divorce issues in Ghana, or one of the finest in Ghana. Oko divorce and marital court 3, family laws, oba family laws one sema, ope one of the finest judges in Ghana. Omote sa nyomana se, omubu atanya nyansa woman, this woman, or one of the best. So my moon and case this was assembly bar court. Assembly bedroom court no. Time my assembly court first. The first judgment I am we give you no or sin na omunye bibi a joint custody or shared custody. The reason was that evidence and nim those times near nyam fa nkora ne hospital. Na saa time ne nkora ne wo maame ne ho eno mko pie court. Intom kodu court no assembly nyina kodu say na nkora no enko school be 1 year because of fanemame no. So Judge Hafisata make ruling and I say or make ni ruling on the enkorano rights na sebio parents no at that moment you can say they were abusing the rights of the kids because na I was say enkorano eco school inti maame no your friend no Justice Hafisa Ata ekachrom say for now case way me person enkorano to me co school inti munya what you call shared custody or joint custody maame ne fa enkorano at a point na papa no so fa enkorano na you make sure say enkorano school no are fluid Inti ebia nkwana ba maame no ho for school days holidays no ma papa no ho. So that was what this judge, the first time na eye case no eba hefa eba nanim. All right. Now case ni ba maame nanim no oka so omunya joint custody and shared custody no. Maame no at a point now say enkwara no eba papa no ho. Asem we sem no makada me chere de kudi na Afenyo Markin was doing what he did today in court. Now say asem enkwara ne ba papa no. Inti enkwara ne ba papa no ho no omo ba be di holidays asa ko back no na papa no hu changes no won kwara nim. Inti papa no hu changes no won kwara nim no na odi enkwara no ko police hospital okohu psychologist okohu physician and nyina ehu said yes, from what we are seeing your kid is being molested. Police report, medical doctors report, all the reports from psychologists, police hospital ni nyina no abrante ne gada ni nyina. Now when abrante who san abrante said no, he was not going to allow he was not going to allow enkwara way to go back to Mameno. So the man decided to go to what? Decided to go to court to tell the judge BM say, Madam Hafisata, first judgment now Matthias here, I respect it. But enkwara become insano. This is the report I can show you from police, from the psychologists, from the medical doctors. Me ex-wife Selina or Afenyo Markin girlfriend na or Afenyo Markin representing no ni nua be my friend JJ no or the court to me manenum. Now Afenyo Markin eti say abrante no afile this case or the kwakwa judge no court no na quickly Afenyo Markin mo file what we call contempt application. Contempt application in and say, Omudi nkan call court. And catch the court to say, Embrace say was a branch and den Korana Koma Selina. Adentina a branch and fa and Korana Koma Selina into a book court embrace into court in Chia Brantian into. That was Afenyo Markin, who was the lead lawyer to Selina, a Brantian ex-wife. Because Afenyo Markin was sleeping with the woman. Afenyo Markin knew and knows, said JJ, who is Selina's brother, was the one who committed the crime. Because there was police reporter. JJ admitted, said, yes, our police station, he actually committed that crime. I showed you all the documents here. I showed you all those documents here. And I'm fine. Now, into Abrantiano, I already say, oh, Babeko court, I go file, said, no, Madam Hafizata, o first judgment, Matthias, but incredible coming, Sano, dear me, any the professionals are catch them, evidence ni was who say no encouraging to me call back to JJ na or shed them na or then cut air to me manenum. Afenyo Markin who say abrante no ayeden ebe court afile sare no omko file ayeden contempt application. Say court mum enshembra ne enchi abrante na aden ankora na bedi no ho a omfa ankora ne nkoma Selina. Enti abrante no court no ena Madam Hafisata ekacha brantie no say wasema waka nyina amate wo evidence awde aba nyina amate na mintumi mu asem we because court mramu no e was a contempt case na ye de akoto Afenyo Markin de akoto so or no ye de akoto so no go and do what answer to the contempt na court mu say undi boni bia ansana this case opese betena so na me hwe evidence de esi no a ope eye full custody no ma hwese medwene ho a anasem ne nkora no be ma wa enti this judge called Hafisata directed the man say one Afenyo Markin monko eye den case na eye contempt case no monko tie de besi. Do you know what happened? Omuko tie contempt case no judge na oteso your friend Judge Gau on in the Supreme Court no Gau the Akufo-Addo edit court Supreme Court no on in a case in no shockingly enough Gau tie case ni nyina wie ya or share abrante ni the reason why intia one fa akora na nkoma maame no the reason why intia or Sako court to go meet Hafisata to explain the evidence to her no Gauka said the evidence before him no it makes sense and that on to me ma abrante ni mfa akora no ana enkwara na enkoma Selina. If we say the evidence how they are contempt court no say enkwara no obi de nsa keka omo enti eye Judge Gau no or dismiss case no This was the first loss Afenyo Markin FACA. That was the first time he got bruised. Waji obi yire. Asa the nipa no asa akọ court. Asa the nipa no eden or try say nipa ne mana obi ne girl no enua bema JJ ede ne court to mu no. Obeso osade nkora ne sa akọ hye saade nim. Enti time omko shia gawu na gawu hye abrantie no evidence police report doctor's report bibia na ka said no, I cannot grant this contempt. In fact, Obed dismiss contempt, no. Abrantie, no, he has the right to go back to this judge called Hafisata and go explain the matter, the reason why I unfam Korane mama no, because Okuta reports. Sata mana omo cheno. E wana Afenyo Markin efre Abrantie no warning no.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, how are you?
By Jehovah's grace, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
This is Afenyo Markin.
Okay. Yes, I missed your call this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I called you, huh? How old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
I said, how old are you? What's your age?
Sorry, sir, I want to understand why.
Okay, I'm your ex-wife's lawyer regarding the custody of your kids.
Okay.
And I sent my junior lawyer, Deborah. You remember the drama in the school on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that ended at the police station, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, how old are you? There's something I want to tell you. That's why I'm asking you. I'm talking to you as a gentleman, as a brother. What's your age now?
I find it difficult to answer this
Okay,
question.
no problem. If you won't answer, let me tell you something. I'm a family man myself, okay?
Sorry, come
and
again?
I'm saying I'm a family man myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to you as a brother.
Okay.
I don't want to pull the law. Okay? It will be waste of energy. But I want us to find a way of resolving matters, okay?
Okay.
You have put a woman to bed. Me, I believe in metaphysics. And woman getting yeah. Initially, that's why I ask you of your age. We may be carried away by our ego and our pride. What I've seen in life, I don't like to confront issues. I think that there's always a somber way of resolving matters. Because at the end of the day, the effect on our lives, we don't see where it is coming from. If there are mistakes we made in life, maybe we think we have some little money, we can pay our way out, we can frustrate people, hurt people, but in the end, it ends up destroying us. So, I'm talking to you as a brother, not as a lawyer to your ex-wife. So, I'm done with talking to you as a brother. Now, I'm talking to you as a lawyer.
Sorry. You go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. Did you follow? I said that my first statement to you was talking to you as a brother and a family man. Now I'm going to talk to you as a lawyer. Okay? So, talking to you as a lawyer, here as much as possible, maybe I could get your lawyer's number so that we respect the court order with the issue of she having access, you having access, so that both of you, you've lived together before, you've had husband and wife relationship. This is the time for both of you to torture each other and then make sure that the kids get the best out of it. Okay? So it's vacation. Whether there's extra classes or not, extra classes is not regular school. She must have access to the kids and you would have access to them on weekends. That is what the order says. If you agree with me, I think that you can place a call to your wife and ask.
So you saw what he did. Case in the court, then he called the gentleman and he indirectly started threatening him. How old are you? How old are you? Who do you think you are? And let me talk to you. Now I'm going to talk to you as Selena, your ex-wife's lawyer. This is a case in court. What did not go court for contempt? And you have called the gentleman, a brought case in court to threaten him. Oh, Senator Afenyo Markin Deborah B. Asam say, oh, he's apologizing for the inconvenience that happened at a branch in school. Afenyo Markin, he sent this lady, her name is Deborah, and these two criminals, calling themselves national security, they went to Nkwarani school to forcefully go and kidnap the kids. Somebody notified the gentleman at work, and fast, and a school to prevent you. So this Deborah girl, she works at Afenyo Markin's law firm. So when she went there with these two people saying they are national security, Afenyo Markin had instructed these people to go and forcefully go kidnap the kids. Abrea na court, Asemra say they need to go listen to the contempt application before they come back. So at that moment, the kids were in the custody of the man. Afenyo Markin wanted to illegally kidnap the kids from school. So then later, then he called the gentleman and said, oh, I apologize for Deborah Nonye, Oyejuma Afenyo Markin law firm. And these people coming and frustrating and tormenting your young girls who are 4 years and 7 years. And so then he went on to do what? Threaten the guy indirectly. Now, I'm sure make sure the reason why in Tia and then Afenyo Markin, court. He hates this woman from the bottom of his heart. Ochi Mami Wei. Because Mami Wei, etna the girlfriend case so edia samne fenchem on tiasie Afenyo Markin. And it's na who na no. And it's na on person be respect woman way. And it's na he was angry because Selena ni nua be ma jeje de ne kotekoto obi ba num. Na Afenyo Markin insist say yendi case ni ma Selena because Afenyo Markin kwasiampenyi woni Selena ne da. Now you get the story. Now my mention will be a dangerous cry. You will be shocked. Now, in the Obuko, Gawu court, Obuko tier the contempt case, and a Gawuka said, there is no case here. In fact, he dismissed the contempt case. Now, what are they supposed to do? Now, they can go back to Justice Hafisata, the court, to go seek clarification, say, from the evidence now, Branton I gather from the hospital, from the police, everything, showing, say, Selena Nyabeman, the court to turn money numno. Hafisata should look at the facts and make sure, say, or the Nkorana Papano to have full custody of the kids. Do you know what happened? Afenyo Markin went to Tokonu, Tie, and told Tokonu to transfer Hafisata to Kumasi. So time omu free contempt ho. Eba back. Say omobabe tie case no ewo Hafisata with all the evidence no. The Chief Justice Madam Tokonu, under the instructions of her best friend Afenyo Markin no, this lady was transferred to Kumasi. In Tomobaye no, to come and listen to Madam Hafisata, her judgment on evidence. Abrante Agada say, this woman was not there. This woman had been transferred under the direction of Afenyo Markin. You know why Afenyo Markin was angry today? Personal. They're now that's why you people didn't understand. Personal. He was personally doing this because he hates this woman. So woman because you see, so it wasn't about what they were saying. It was a personal thing. Inti okokachira Tokonu abrantia no sade document ni bedru court no na maami we ya transfer no every case no so ye yini kura free order nko Kumasi. Do you know what happened? Then they brought in another judge. Judge ni dinde. Your friend no. Sadi no wo hu no me page so da ba menka ho asem nne. Eni kina asem ba menka bibia. Ye yi maami we ko Kumasi and Afenyo Markin so up some particular judge. Sa judge no oye ninja. She only appears when their cases be a MPP here at the ayade. Who is this judge? Her name is Elfreda Amadenchi. Elfreda Amadenchi. Sana ni dintie. This lady or a judge, she is coming from or practicing the law free a year Judge J. Barford's law firm. Your friend Elfrida Amadenchi. Itomo ba no na afeye the new judge aba oba. Elfrida, the young man presented all the facts to this lady in court. Maminu evidence before her. Onse enkwara no obi ede ne court ahihye obedum police for actual report, psychologist actual, physician actual. Every single person who matters. All the documents were right in front of Edian, the judge, your friend, Elfrida Amadenchi. I have something in the future to tell you. Elfrida Amadenchi betina case in this, and I'll see, upon all the things that I have seen, in fact, in her judgment, the Elfrida Troy, let me show you, make sure what is happening in Ghana. In her judgment, Otrobi or say, the respondent is cautioned to ensure proper care and feeding in respect of the children. They see de obibema a respondent no, and then yes Selina no niya bema de koti etun kwara nenum emolesti omo. The judge near friend Elfrida Amadenchi did not care. The police report now no as a woman from the things she saw, she did not care. All that she did was she cautioned Selina. This is her judgment. I'll publish all her judgment for you to read. She said, the respondent is cautioned to ensure proper care and feeding in respect of the children. Now, Tiedi Osakaye, where Elfrida no asem, Elfrida Amadenchi, Ofri law firm and a yet chamber for law firm, and or the judge. From the evidence before this court, meaning what Jatum say evidence now branching the by you say when an man fem enquire 3 years to 7 years when normal fem Selina near Bema Eden and Sao war more than a quarter to 2 no. Or say from the evidence before this court, the applicant has shown much interest in the well-being and proper care of the children, and he must be commended for this. Selina say evidence na a dead in who say enquire papa na chrese or don mano na opeso hwe enquire no. It's one, she has acknowledged that the evidence were all right. She has acknowledged that JJ Denekoti etutun koranenum. She has acknowledged say enkorano ko ma amere hono ye molesting korano, but she did not care about that part. All that she did was she said say be man ayade and a caution obano. Owie, and what did she do? She said they should have shared custody. Elfrida Amadenchi. Judge Nina Obaye na ye eye hafisata every hono. Ye didn't be sure your friend Elfrida Amadenchi. A din mema remfi. Paul Adomo crowd board and say on the show so. Monko Paul. Emma, almost see my posti a din be on my page so I don't want to go there. I'll go there at the right time. Because there's more I have. I don't want to do anything now. Inti Elfrida Amadenchi or your Barbetina case, no. All that she said is, Selina, I'm cautioning you. Go back and have shared custody, joint custody. She did not consider any of the evidence because Afenyo Markin brought her to come and do the initial job he wanted. Do you understand the story now? Now, Obibe Busa, who is Elfrida Amadenchi? And Obibe Busa, Elfrida Amadenchi, who is that judge? Or your wine? Do you know anything about her? Yeah. Elfrida Amadenchi, Justice Elfrida Amadenchi, she was also a private legal practitioner before her appointment to the High Court in September 2020. In the 2020, and you're moving to call High Court. She also declared her assets on August 26, 2022, when she should have declared them in March 2021. This was done 9 days after the fourth estate. Now, Article 2861 of the 1992 Constitution states that, and I quote, a person who holds a public office mentioned in Clause 5 of this article shall submit to the Auditor General a written declaration of all property or assets owned by or liabilities owed by him, whether directly or indirectly, A, within 3 months after the coming into force of this Constitution or before taking office, as the case may be, B, at the end of every 4 years, and B, at the end of his term of office. End of quote. So the Constitution requires the declaration to be done before the public officer takes office. So Elfrida Amadenchia, Ofri Jajeba for law firm, Ekufuado Ebdin Court, a High Court in 2020, no, she did not even declare her assets on time, meaning she went against the Constitution in the first place. She's not even supposed to be there as a judge. But I'm sticking to what she has done and who Elfrida Amadenchia is. Ochina me the picture about Bechiremo. No, I could and the man from the picture amba. Now, do you know? You see this? Let me show you something. 2020, something happened in Ghana, and Mumubebre Murefi. This was the same judge, Elfrida Amadenchia. She is the judge who banned NDC from further protest in Accra. Mokai. It's the same Elfrida Amadenchia. Denchi. She has been on the block and she takes care of specific cases. The same judge who gave the kids back to the molester. I'm trying to tell you, may try who the kind of judge Afenyo Markin see cases and who this judge Elfrida Amadenchia is. So your bar would will she give her daughters back to a molester to go live with him? It's a question for another day. But today I'm trying to connect something for you to understand. Elfrida Amadenchia. Go and Google her. Recently, her name was on social media. And it's not, man, I don't talk. I keep quiet. I watch because I know too many things. In 2020, this was the same judge banning NDC from protesting in Accra. 2020, she was the judge who did that. The Accra Regional Police Command has secured a restraining order against the National Democratic Congress, NDC, from embarking on further protests and demonstrations in Accra. In a matter between the Republic, that's Ghana Police Service, and National Democratic Congress, and Kobina Adikoka, the High Court under Justice Elfrida Amadenchia, Mrs., has prohibited all NDC intended protests from Sunday 20th December to 10th January 2021. Right after election 2020, Ghana Faso area, she was the judge who placed a ban on NDC not to demonstrate until on the 10th of January after Ekufuado is sworn in. This was the judge, Elfrida Amadenchia. I'm trying to let you know. I am trying to let you know the kind of people we are dealing with. Afenyo Markin actions now here and then. And then I make sure I say. And I be Elfrida Amadenchia. Now Elfrida Amadenchia, make sure more about her. Today, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you this and the kind of things she has done. Minimum that. Minshan Impoda. And your Paul Adomo Chikran Kamini Mr. Salad in the 2020 the Kufuado promotino. I never knew. But today, from what happened at the vetting, the connection na antia Ghana for Busa say, Edena Hafisata Aya Afenyo Markin, he's so pissed off. What Johnson in Nikema na Odidi Obia Temna the Bufuno. It's because he hated this woman from the past. This woman stood on her grounds and at the end of the day made sure the right thing was done. Now the girlfriend Selena, Ninuya Bema, na or the Koti or a molester Afenyo Markin protectino or use tokunu from the court to change Justice Hafisata or my day transfer no because now the girlfriend Selena PBB Afenyo Markin kwasia. Don't forget the name Elfrida Amadenchia. Law firm I know ye Juman son of judge no na our judge Cheba for law firm. I'm trying to connect you to something. You understand where I'm headed. But Ende, minya ready. Today, I want to stick to the issues. I'll come back again to this matter. And the things I will show Ghana for no. I'll be right back. Oh, young kind stories now I can. And some news popped up and a news and a shocky ubia Ghana, and it's got to do with a year Ghana Water Company for a discover BB one of the estates in Ghana.
So we came here this morning to find out whether indeed it can be confirmed that they've done illegal connection. We came here, and indeed it was proved that they had done illegal connection. They claim that they have a borehole which they use. So, in fact, we don't even build them. It's not as if they have done a bypass. No, it is not a bypass. A complete illegal connection. Since they built the facility, we've not brought them a single water bill because they claim they don't use our water. But you see, every day for thief man, just one day for the owner. So today we've blown their top. We have actually discovered that they have done illegal connection and they are using our water since they built the facility. They have a huge reservoir, underground reservoir, where they fetch the water into that reservoir for their use. We want to throw this caution to our staff. If there is any staff of Ghana Water Limited who is privy to this thievery, that staff should start packing his things and leave the office, because definitely we will sack him. The management of the apartment will also be handed over to the police.
So, and the Ghana Water Company had discovered a Jua condominium or the apartment. Ghana in so no diverti, omuntua capre, and a creative reservoir under the building. And yensuna yeni etiano, they are taking it into the apartment for free. Na yama amenom, ya papanom, omuna mi riaso, etia taxes. Na obisa we see apartment. Na insuya also otiaka. Do you know how much water in Kofo using in an apartment in a day? Omutumi bien so no jesi so. And you see, Sade way uno. Oh, the spread of apartment in Ghana. Say ECG any Ghana Water Company, pese recover from a cow dia. Ria Ghana pa insure any electricity those apartments. Say abane pa on setting up a task force to be entering apartment and checking their connections, their water connections and electricity connections. 90% of apartments in Ghana, omuntia light bill, omuntia water bill. Sa 8 years here, MPP be di yeso no. Sa MPP for no mu wie sika we be see apartment be bre wo Ghana no. 99% of the apartments, omuntia water and they don't pay light because they were having connection with a MPP for omo ECG. They connected themselves with NPP for omo water works. And every apartment I will see in Ghana, especially in Accra, 95% of these apartments, omuntia water, omuntia lights. It is serious. We're just one. Sandi pana ma intelligence ma ekwachi no. Sanko for munya idea no create a reservoir way under the apartment insure using so for free no. But I want to say how many customers do they have? Unim apartment dodoa this same kind of water air storage. Unim apartment dodoa wa Ghana, they don't pay water bill. Every water bill be an apartment for the Tiano. It goes directly to the owner of the apartment because the owner does not pay any water bill to Ghana Water Company. It say over 200 rooms. No be 1,000 Ghana for water every month. So 1,000 times 200, it comes straight to the apartment owner. Because what they are occupants, you are a tenant. All that you need is that water is flowing. When you pay the money, you have to make sure say your water will flow. Everywhere Enterprise go. Water go flow. What they do is that they will tell the tenants, give us the money, your water will flow. So the owners take the money from the tenants. They take the water bill, they take the light bill. Into people say, any apartment here, you do me a canio. Any apartment here, you super prepaid, but our light is on. Any apartment here, everything is inclusive. These people have deals with Ghana Water Company, the past administration. That was the connection. Okay? So electricity company said, Minister of Energy, on setting up a task force. Say within a month, visit every apartment in Ghana. 99% of the apartments, they don't pay water, they don't pay lights. And they use all the sophisticated home appliances, all the modern home appliances. Every apartment has AC, about 3 or 4 in it. Every apartment, water heating system, 2 or 3 in it. These people are cooking, washing their cars, doing every single thing with this same water we are struggling to protect. So they will live in these apartments, and they will tell you, and this whole thing started from the NPP time. It is Osha. Lots and lots of apartments were built. And those apartments, the reason why you saw a lot of them being brought up or germinating in Accra was because those people who were into the apartment business, they found a way to steal from us. So the apartment business became very lucrative. Into bit to be by so build the apartment. Who we are metro water company in Libya or my connection be apartment in Suba Untia. It is for you. Into a bit or to see apartment, about 20 rooms. Now water bill nina a ban ho, light bill nina a ban ho, or we are not illegal, not or supply apartment. Go to Accra and see the way apartments are scattered and say the abodam. Because let me tell you, maintaining an apartment, it is one of the most difficult things. Owning an apartment is one of the most difficult things. Apartment. Omo start apartment ewo wiase a it is Donald Trump mo beto so papa mo ye apartment adwuma ombesi no. It is not that lucrative. The only way obi beka chem say we see apartment or Ghana, he's making so much money, it's that Sandy Pano is not paying the utilities. That person is not paying the water. That person is not paying the lights. That person does not even have grass at the apartment. So he does not have any landscaping people coming in. That person, at the end of the day, every single money bia or jibiano, it's coming to them. Inti, the apartment business has become one of the biggest cartel. Scandal thinner. It is destroying Ghana. Remember, today this man said something on TV. Mekayo.
ECG, when I was in Ghana Revenue Authority, they were one of the biggest debtors to GRA. In fact, on a monthly basis, they are unable to even pay what they declare as taxes to GRA. And it became perennial to the extent that ECG carried almost about 80% of the total government debt that GRA was holding in billions. In billions. So we had to go around.
Can you recall which period this was?
Oh, it's been perennial for almost for the past 3-4 years. That's for personal benefit.
Papa, we ask what can I say? Open institution of Ghana, a Ghana Revenue Authority, Kapa, ECG. What can I say? My story in 2023, 2022, 2023. Besides, get me the year. I did a story on a year how MPA, so OMCs, oil marketing companies be ebu Ghana, not omuntia taxes. NPP are buying the chair, could be new companies. What can I say? Scandal, me catch or say, and then na ECG at the GRK a year 600 million Ghana cedis. What can I say? Story? I told you on my show. That was the day I was doing a story on MPA, OMCs. I'm a bell list OMCs. You who say Omunyina at the Ghana ka at the end of the day no sa OMCs no omo be a company no omo ye den omo good company no omo sako be a new companies later me betro Bawumia boys bia alaji phobi. In that scandal I told you say under Napo, because me kai very well when I was doing the scandal, it was Napo who was energy minister. Me catch them say under Napo ECG was owing GRA 600 million. This guy speaking is the former boss of GRA. When he was there, he knew that ECG and the Ministry of Energy, they were owing a Ghana Revenue Authority over 600 million. This is 2023, I think. Getting into 2024. And I spoke on this and I told the government to say, the NPP government, they are lying to Ghanaians. ECG negu. And that they owe over 600 million Ghana cedis. And Napo knows. And they are covering this thing up. NPP for communicators ni omunkwasi afobia obditi radio so be didi matam. Say Kevin Taylor eke kansem ende omwankasa appointee. Na owo GRA or catch them say time na owo ho no under Napo na ECG e di GRA ka of sika ba media me bo figure me catch them say na over 600 million. We never sit on this platform because your time will be. We always speak on the issues. We have the fact. We don't want it to look like party be a time party. So that is not how we were built. That is not how we were trained. The job we do here is to expose rot, is to let the people know the truth. And we make sure say asamna yekano yema asamna yekano e jinane na so in dance here and I say evidence and facts no e support yasamno. I am very sure say by tomorrow my team will be able to pull that statement for us to watch because I made that statement. It was part of the scandal. Massa, dream any Bonia MPP way omedi Ghana no. It is not a joke. This issue with apartments, area lights, area electricity, it is all over the place. My catch from say about 90% of apartments or Ghana. Omuntia light bill, omuntia water bill. And I have people on the ground. In about a week, maybe be chiro apartments, me boding. Na mama Ghana for say apartment way, room to say the omuntia lights, omuntia water. And nipa na acquire connection mom no oye jumama company way. I will give you names. Majority of the apartments in Ghana I will see shutting it down. We need to shut it down and sell them. Because a corruption adie ne sisi wono. Adie omudi bu Ghana for 90% of apartments in Ghana they don't pay light bill. They don't pay water bill. Besides, recently we were here and ECG Becca Chere say a 400 home block dear your friend Rehoboth Estate. They were not paying taxes. They were not paying light bills. 90% of the estates in Ghana omuntia light bill, omuntia water bill, and the city in Ghana na omuntia begu yenye so. Let me play that video. Recently, 400 home estate, 400 homes. ECG for kohu no omuntia light bill. 400 homes, and all these estates belong to MPP for omobe started germinating estates in Ghana because it's for money laundering. Sa story we were here. Nanseyana ECG on Kabaye. They are not paying light bills.
Nearly 400 homes in the gated Rehoboth estate at Quilman, near Dodowa, have been illegally connected to the national grid, triggering a full disconnection by the Electricity Company of Ghana. A block factory within the estate was also caught siphoning power to support ongoing construction.
This is the factory that supplies blocks to the estate company.
Yes, this is what we've seen for now. Yeah, we don't know whether they have another one there.
Accra East Revenue Protection Manager Eunice Nana Ajman revealed the scale of the theft during a swoop by ECG's Revenue Task Force.
Upon going around, we discovered that there's a mass theft in this estate. Most of the houses are on direct connections. They do not have meters, and therefore they are using the electricity for free. What we intend to do is to disconnect them from the source.
Some residents protested the cutoff, insisting they had meters, but admitted that many properties lack any form of legal connection.
I'm a medical person. I work around Ridge, and I come all the way here. I drive here, and because you think there are illegal connections for meters that they have paid for, and you are not supplying, you come and disconnect us.
So is it that most of these houses, they've already applied for meters and they do not have, so because of that, that's why they've connected illegally?
That is what the estate makes us aware, that they have paid for the meter. They said they have letters to back claims that they have followed up severally for the meters to be installed, and that hasn't been done by ECG.
ECG says the estate must now formally apply for meters for each household. The company's legal team is pursuing the matter with potential prosecutions on the table.
We are going to give the developer an illegal connection notice to come to the office and officially apply for meters for these houses.
Apart from cutting them from the main grid and also waiting that they will apply for new meters, what is ECG going to do? Is it that you are going to prosecute them or something of that sort?
We will take this matter up at a different quarters. Yes. We will give it to our legal team to take it up. Yes.
Reporting for Joy News, Collins Frimpong.
What you acquire also a medical DND. Wasiato utifie mu. Wako ha apartment. Na nipa na or the apartment ma rent and wakacha say o ma apply for meter. Meter number ma ye illegal na team. Kwasia school na kwa no ko nsen. Unim say illegal connection oba ebetume kumba ofie ho. Sa direct power na ujimi you say o medical school no. Why Opong said the otichiri shire e Benin. Sa apartment na rent here no. Ukoya inspection na meter mbo no. Na apartment owner ne catch us oh meter ya order for meter maye into ya illegal connection na wo kwase atim. O be ka brofo a kire say I you come from all the way from Rage and they have applied. Jimmy Mona muko school amadani Jimmy for gu Ghana. Sa illegal connection be ku ba ku atkan. Oko odwan we be say mako school. I me a medical DND. You see the kind book room na eba hu so nim nyansa. Wait, Jimmy, before you go and rent an apartment, you ask them, how do I pay my light? Where is my meter? Now, your chin light a free main power. Near the bell them. Now, your punk said, "Oh, shire." Why your punk tintin say, crisscross. Why be Jana catch say, "Oh, your doctor Tina Jimmy." Now, your doctor nim answer say, "Uba say, sa direct light in your chamber them. We bet to make kum." Ah, wait, Jimmy. And when I go to the pastor, I go share the and they all know the corruption going on. Sa kwa the punk say, "Odi crisscross it, you know." Sa kwa we onim so illegal. All tell light bill onim. We abroche be chenasem or your accomplice onim. How can you be living in an apartment where you don't have meter and you are living in it, saying that the apartment owner said that they requested for meter and did not come, so they have the liberty to do illegal connection. We are kwasia. Mona moso son kofo so Ghana and omu di bone edi ehye hiafo and the kosho bi odomi abra o yen bi oto tomatoes ye tata no adan ya ne light bill 20 Ghana ontumi ntuaye na kwase pay why Opong say ye de kwaje mfaso aba begina say I am a doctor and I drive from here to here and they demanded for illegal and they did not come and the meter o say ke twa wase ye hwasum